Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video we are doing episode 2 of what you're working on Wednesday and what's on your sewing table. So before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and give you that table of content. So the first thing I'm going to do is tell you what I sewed this week. I sewed 4 things this week. However, I'm going to tell you about 3 of those. One, I will tell you later on in this video. The second thing is I'm going to tell you a little bit about a charity event that I am working on and almost completed, which is #Projectdressagirl. I'm going to also tell you what I plan on working on next week and close out with my September sewing plans. So if that's something that you would like to see, go ahead and hit the like button, the subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time your girl uploads a new video. Now, I want to say a few things. You have been here many of times, okay? You like what you are seeing with these things that I am making, so go ahead and subscribe. It's free! Like literally, it is free. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Show your girl some love and come back every week so you can see me do an amazing Wednesday. What's on your sewing table? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into what I sewed this week. All right, so let's talk about what I sewed this week. The first thing I want to tell you is the top that I have on, I sewed this week. The pattern is McCall's 8040. Yes, it's view C on the pattern, which is this one right here. All right, so a few things about this pattern. I love this pattern. Would I make it again? Absolutely, yes. So I'm gonna put pictures up on the screen. So the fabric that you could use for this pattern is poplin, shirting, cotton fabric, lightweight denim as well. The only notion that you would need outside of interfacing is 7 1/2-inch buttons. The size that I cut is a size 18, but I also graded to a 20 at the waist and the hips because I did not want it super duper tight around the waist and the hip area. So that's what I did for my pattern, and I did view C. Now, one thing that I do want to mention about the cuffs on view C. I forgot about the bicep situation that I had in the last top that I sewed, you know, that stopped right here at the cuff where your bicep is. Because I lift weights, I did not account for the size of my bicep. So it is a little tight. The cuff is a little tight on my arm right here and also on this side as well. So I will go in and change that up. It's not too bad. It's just I want a little more room in that cuff area. So if you lift weight, if you're a woman like myself who lift weights, make sure you take the cuff and measure around your biceps to make sure that it will fit all the way around. So that is a good tip that I want to give you today. The second thing that I made was pants to match it. I used Simplicity 1165 View A on that pattern. It is my TNT pattern that I use for elastic pants. It has double row elastic. It's not going nowhere. It fits me like a glove, if you can see from those photos, okay? So if you do not have this pattern, go to Joann's and get it. Simplicity is having a sale September 2nd through the 6th. So, yeah, tomorrow, Simplicity will start having that sale September 2nd through the 6th. Simplicity. So make sure you go ahead and get that pattern when you have time because it's still in this pattern drawer and it's not sold out yet. And it's not out of print. All right, the second thing that I made, that's the second thing that I made this week. The third thing that I did this week, because I've been sewing all week, okay, is this dress right here. This is Simplicity 9277. So it is a mommy and me. This is the mommy and me from July. I'm not gonna lie. It is from July. I'm not doing one for August, but I will do another one in the month of September. So this one I did this view right here. I just made sure that I didn't want the ruffles or anything. And I did it because we're getting into fall and I wanted some fall colors instead of bright spring summer colors, you know. So that's why I went ahead and did it in this lovely orange. I love the fabric. Just to give you a little information about the pattern, you can use cotton, you can use double gauze, you could use double knit linen, you could use any type of fabric you want in order to create this dress. Now, it is Mrs. and children. The size that I cut for my daughter was a size 7, and I cut a large for mine, which I could have probably cut a medium, but I went ahead and cut the large. The reason why I cut the large is because the bodice I needed to cut in the large. But towards the bottom, I think I could have got away with cutting a medium and being good to go, because it is a lot. It's a loose fitted dress versus like a fitted dress that's gonna hug your hips or anything. I didn't want that look either, because this is a mommy and me. So that's why I went ahead and cut the large. Would I sew this dress again? Yes, but if I sew it again, I just want to do the top portion and then create some pants or something to go along with it. So I would do it again. Would I recommend this to others to sew? Yes, you can use this pattern and use like some flannel and make it like a nightgown, really, because it looked like a nightgown on me, for real. That is no lie. But those are the 3 things that I sewn this week. So those are the 3 things that I sewed this week. Now let's go ahead and transition over to Project Dress a Girl. So Project Dress a Girl is an international organization that believes that every girl should have a beautiful dress. While they distribute the dresses amongst all the little girls, they educate the families on human trafficking, how to identify it, as well as avoid it. Now, there are so many ways that you can get involved in Project Dress a Girl. Let me give you a little information behind Project Dress a Girl. Project Dress a Girl is a charity event during the month of September where the sewing community gathers to make dresses to donate to the ambassador. The ambassador is Madi Sews for Curves on Instagram, Madi Sews here on YouTube. It is where the Dress a Girl Around the World International. It is driven by the sewing community on YouTube, where the YouTubers share the details about the dress they've made, fun tutorials, pattern resources, and information on how anyone can get involved. Beautiful dresses that are ready to be donated can be found on Instagram using the hashtag ProjectDressAGirl. You can also see the different YouTubers and Instagrammers that are taking part in Project Dress a Girl. So just to name a few, we are kicking off Project Dress a Girl with Madi Sews for Curve, September 1st. You want to come back next week so you can see my review on my birthday, September 8th. Just to name a few, we have Creativity by T, Simply Delilah, Today's Jen Sewing Room, Carmen, Textile Tailor Thought, Myra Lorraine is also participating. Michele Sews again participating. There are so many. I think every 2 to 3 days, there is another review. Go ahead and check the schedule. I'm putting the link below. Go ahead and head over to Madi Sews, MARISEWS.com for more details and how you can participate in Project Dress a Girl. All right, so now let's go ahead and talk about what's coming up for this upcoming week. Now, disclaimer, I plan on working on something for my birthday. I don't know what I want to work on yet. I do want to work on a jacket and some shorts, but because the weather is changing, I'm not sure exactly what I want to sew for my birthday yet, which is just next week. And it being the 1st of September, I don't know. I'm starting a little late. Not even a little late, a lot late for a birthday outfit. So I may scratch that, I don't know. But here's 2 plans that I plan on doing this weekend, next week. Being that this weekend is Labor Day, I do have a family outing with my kids. So I don't know how much sewing I'll be able to get done, but let's see. So there's 2 patterns that I want to work on next week. The first one being this one right here, which I think this one is the 3rd top as part of the top series, part 4, which is the pre-fall top. I believe this is the 4th one. And this one is the button down top. So I plan on doing view D. This one has ties instead of the cuff. So this is view B that I plan on doing right here. Let me bring it a little closer. This one right here. And you can use cotton blends, linen, rayon, broadcloth, basically Ankara if you choose. I will not be using an Ankara for this top. I am using a black and white stripe for the fabric, which I will show you here shortly on what I plan on sewing for the month of September. But the only notion that you will need is 5 or 6 half-inch buttons. Now, depending on the view, you may need 5 or 6-inch buttons as well. Because I'm doing view C, I'm also going to need elastic, a 1/4 inch elastic for this top. So this is one of the tops I want to work on this week. And the other thing I want to work on this week is the Henley top as well, which I believe this is the last top as part of the pre-fall top series, part 4, the pre-fall ones. And the view that I'm thinking of doing is view A, which is this one, what the model is wearing. So this one, you can use poplin, linen, chambray, crepe. You can use different type of fabrics for this one. For the notions, I would need 5 half-inch buttons, or 6 if you're doing any other view, or 4 if you're doing view D because it's a shorter view. So those are the 2 things, more tops. I need tops because I give things away, right? So I need these 2 tops in my closet for the pre-fall to pair with some jeans, some heels, some booties, some boots, whatever, you know, what have you. But these are the 2 things that I plan on working on this upcoming week. Now that I told you about what's coming up this week, let's go ahead and get into my September sewing plans. So let's go ahead and do it. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about what I plan on sewing for the month of September. So the first thing that I just mentioned is Butterick 6733. Now it is view B that I plan on doing. I plan on using this window pane fabric that I have. So let me show you this. This looks so amazing. Now I purchased this fabric from a long time ago when Hancock was still in, you know, basically a fabric store. That's when I purchased this fabric. I want to say I purchased probably the last 4 yards of this fabric. I'm not completely sure how much I purchased, to be honest, but this has been in my stash roughly about, I want to say probably about 6 years or so. I'm not even sure exactly how long, but probably about 6 years. I was going through some fabric to see what all I had to basically put all my cottons, knits, and stuff together and came across this fabric. It's similar to the one that the model is wearing on view B. So I'm going to use this fabric in order to construct view B. This is also part of the top series pre-spring tops as well. The next thing that I am going to be working on is utilizing the rest of this scrap fabric from when I sewn, I think it was a Montoya Mail Toya skirt for, I think I did this for one of the Disney princesses. I can't remember which one right off. I think it was Rapunzel. As a matter of fact, I think it was Rapunzel. So what I want to do now is do this Henley top, which is using McCall 7360. This is also part of the top series, part 4, the pre-fall tops. So I want to do view A on that top. The next thing that I plan on making is utilizing some more of this. This is the last bit of this fabric that I have. I have used this fabric probably a total of 3 or 4 times this year. I used it first making a skirt when I made Snow White from the Disney African Princess collection. And that skirt was Simplicity 1369. I also made it again when I utilized the ruffles with the collaboration with Creativity by T, utilizing Simplicity 8341. I also did a spaghetti strap with this fabric utilizing Simplicity 1366, which I have a tutorial for that. You could look up and see that tutorial. Now I want to go ahead and use this fabric to make a high-low top. I believe this is the last top in that pre-fall top collection, and this is McCall 7985. I plan on doing view C on the pattern, which is this view right here. But I also plan on making some elastic pants, which is view D in a solid color. I'm not sure if I have time for that or not, but we will definitely see. But this is McCall 7985. The next thing that I plan on making this month, in the month of September 2021, is utilize this rayon fabric. Now you guys know I don't use a lot of rayon because it's hot here in Florida. You know, rayon is normally breathable, but here in Florida, it just tends to cling to my body for whatever reasons. But I plan on using this rayon poplin that I picked up from fabric.com about 2 years ago. So I know this print is no longer available. I plan on making a kaftan for myself as well as my daughter, utilizing Simplicity 8937. That's what I plan on doing. And I think this is part of the fall top series, where, you know, it's part of the fall top series, period. But it's 8937. And the last thing that I plan on making for the month of September 2021 is a coat. So this is some tweed fabric that I picked up about 3 years ago. It's just been sitting in my stash, and I've been going through my stash, try to find fabrics that I want to use to make different things. So I want to use the tweed as the main portion of my jacket, and then line it with this pink that my daughter wanted for something, never used it, never made it. So I'm just going to use it as my lining. I have some purple as well, but I think I want the pink. And I'm between two patterns to use. I'm not sure if I want to use Simplicity 8844 or Simplicity 2446, do some build out and call it a day. Not sure. I think I want to do Simplicity 8844. None of that pocket stuff, just an actual jacket. Leave off the pockets and it's good to go. So those are all the plans that I have for September 2021. All right, so there you have it. We talked about what I sewed this week, what's coming up, hashtag Projectdressagirl, and how you can get involved. And I closed out with what I plan on sewing for the month of September. So go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Also turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So until next time, keep sewing.